Hey everybody, Stan Dale, President of Florida SunCoast BMW. Hope you're doing well. Hey, here it is, August 1st for me. You'll see this on August the 2nd. And man, do we have a lineup. I was just looking at all the August events, just halfway through the month. Looks like we got 8 or 9 events on the calendar already officially. And so let me just dive into these real quick because I've got some really cool news as we get down to some of these. Sarasota, this on August the 3rd, Sarasota Cars and Coffee. Lochlann's doing that up at BMW Sarasota. I'll be there on Saturday morning. Come on out, let's share some kind of refreshment, whether it's hot or cold. I don't know what it's gonna be, but come on out and share some time with us there. On Sunday the 4th, Punta Gorda John and Irwin holding their breakfast in Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte area. So I know a lot of the Z guys come out, and everybody come on out and have some fun. Check them out. On the, on the 10th, we have 3 events on the 10th. Jacksonville, Caffeine and Octane Keeble and I'll doing a great job up there. Just getting that cars and coffee thing going on. That is a huge event. Come on out if you're in the Jacksonville area. Come on out, share some time there. Just a great thing going on up there. Real active. I'm really impressed with that. Southwood Cars and Coffee up. I think Southwood is in the, don't hold me to it, I could be wrong, Tallahassee area. And if so, John's anchoring that one. That's a mixed cars and coffee with all kinds of brands that show up. So check that out on the 10th if you're up in the Southwood area. On the 10th also, Sanford, the Dine and Drive, Meribeth. Check that out. And a bunch, really some really good stuff there. A little drive that's gonna happen with that one. So that should be a lot of fun. Come on out and check that out. And then when we get into the 11th, on Sunday the 11th, Naples Germain, that's Anthony and Deb's set up down in deep Naples at the Southern Germain store. We will have a simulator on site for this Cars and Coffee. So come on out, enjoy the fun. And we're looking at doing some really cool stuff with these folks with the simulator for our annual dinner coming up in January. I know we're in July or August and we're talking about January already, but we're planning ahead and seeing if we could put up a set of simulators for our annual dinner. So that might excite you and get you to come on out to our dinner. So we'll see what happens. On the 17th is the Cars and Coffee in Fort Myers, BMW Fort Myers. And we'll show up there, have some coffee, eat a donut, and then about 10:30 we'll jump in the cars and we're gonna take the back roads heading out to Sebring for lunch at Don Jose's. We have the whole back porch right on the lake. And that's just going to be a great day. If you've never been to Don Jose's, I'm from Texas. I only eat at one Mexican restaurant, and it's Don Jose's in Sebring, probably some of the best. And if you've got a better one, just let me know. We'll go test it and compare, see what we got. But on the 17th, Cars and Coffee Fort Myers, and then we'll drive out to Don Jose's out in Sebring. Should be a lot of fun. We can expect people from all over the state to join us there. And it should be a lot of fun. We have plenty of room, but a beautiful view right literally on the lake. You walk out the back door, out the back deck, and you're right on the lake. So we'll have lunch there and then find our way home. So until then, hey, come on out. A lot of things happening. Calendar just keeps getting full. 2 big things we'll remind you of. The Performance Center Drive is full. We got 30 folks for the Performance Center Drive in October the 9th and 10th. We'll leave on the 9th, go to the 10th. The October Drive 3, that one's full. There's a waiting list for that. I just talked to John Schneider the other day, and I think we have a dozen to 15 folks that are already RSVP'd on the cruise over Thanksgiving. So if you're interested in that, the price is amazing. John and I were just falling off the boat, no pun intended. Well, I guess it was, that we have the price of what you have for this cruise that's going to happen over Thanksgiving. So if something like that interests you, and as they say, jump on the boat, let's go. We got to go. So a lot of things happening. We're planning now for probably not going to participate in the Daytona Drive on this year. Wasn't necessarily a big deal for us last year, so it's a long way away, and so I'm not so sure. Unless we really see some interest, we're probably going to bypass the November drive on in Daytona. But we are planning the drive on at Sebring the first weekend in December. You'll see that pop up here shortly, and we'll start doing that. We take about 100 folks out to that and do the lunch in turns 15 and 16. So you'll see us start talking about some of those things that are coming up and some other drives. So as I said, a lot of things happening. Come on, get off the sofa, come on out, meet us at one of these events and have some fun. Until then, happy motoring, y'all. See you soon. Thanks. Bye.